everybody, welcome back to my channel, Kicks for Fresh. Now if you're new here, I go by K Fresh, and by the title of this video you already know that I'm going to be talking about my opinions of the Nike and Stussy collaboration that drops next month. Now before we get into the logistics of this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. You wouldn't want to miss any more content from your girl, K Fresh. Also, make sure to like this video, comment below if you are interested in copying the shoes that are coming out in this collaboration. And then most importantly, I have a playlist which I am calling the Fresh Opinion. And so on that playlist, it will include me talking about some of the upcoming shoe releases and what my thoughts are and whether I feel like I need them or if you all need them or if we should just leave them on the shelf or on the app where they are coming out at. So you don't want to miss anything in that playlist. So please make sure to go and view that playlist after you've completed this video. All right, now first things first. This collaboration is called the Nike Stussy Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2. There are two shoes in this collaboration, which are both retailing at $160. One of the colorways is called the Fossil colorway, and the other one is the Pure Platinum. Additionally, with this collaboration will be an apparel collection. Now, this is, I believe, a sweatshirt, some sweatpants, and a beach bag or kind of a going out type of bag. So I'll talk a little bit more about that bag and what my thoughts are on why they added that to the collection. So I went ahead and looked on StockX to see what both shoes are reselling for. And right now they're around the $300 mark. And that is because these shoes actually exclusively dropped a couple days ago on the Stussy app. And based on some of the information that I seen on Instagram, these shoes sold out in like 10 to 15 seconds. So I wonder how many they even had on the website to sell, and then how many they're actually going to have on the Nike sneaker app for anyone who is interested in going for these shoes to grab. Now, I will be honest and say that I did not know a ton about Stussy as the brand. And once I started doing my research, I kind of understood why I did not know a lot about this brand. So originally, Stussy was more of a surf brand that started in California, which is on the West Coast. I live in Missouri, and I've always lived in Missouri and Kansas, so it is pretty apparent why I just didn't pay too much attention to the brand. And so when it came out in the 1980s, they basically got their start in like the surfboard market. And then they branched out into a lot of different apparel items that were give you more reminiscent of that beachy feel and really just being outdoors and on the beach. And then over time, they have branched out into the streetwear. And so I won't say that they've gotten rid of the surfwear kind of branding or marketing or just culture, but they have entwined some of the streetwear culture, hence why they're doing this collaboration with Nike. Now, in terms of the two different colorways, after I read my history on the brand, I could understand why the Fossil looked the way that it looked. I am really actually a big fan of the Fossil colorway because they are that surfwear kind of, beachy West Coast feeling. Those shoes remind me of the sand on the beach. Like, duh, like, in terms of the material, I guess I wouldn't go out and wear them on the beach. But if you're trying to bring that collaboration of Stussy and Nike together, you get that functionality of, these shoes are dope, but you also get the story of the brand and how, that sand is coming in and bringing in that feeling of, the beach and surfing and hanging out and really just that culture of the West Coast. Now, in terms of the Pure Platinum, I wouldn't say they weren't a nice looking shoe, but they just give me more of a futuristic feeling or vibe, and I'm not really sure if that was because that's more of the Nike branding. You obviously have seen Air Max Day, which is what was a couple of days ago, and how they unveiled the Air Max 2090, and that gave it more of a futuristic look. And so maybe that's what they were trying to do, is merge what Nike was doing, obviously with the Stussy, you know, kind of brand, as well as the silhouette of the shoes. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the apparel collection. At first, when I was scrolling through the sneakers app and I saw the beach tote, or the tote, I don't know, I can't remember if it was a beach tote or just a tote. And I was like, why are they adding a tote into this collaboration? Again, it makes a ton of sense. If you are on the West Coast and you are a super huge fan of the Stussy brand, you probably already have some sort of beach tote. And so this kind of caters to their market to be able to purchase a beach tote with this collaboration with Nike is really just a really cool thing. And I could see people who are fans of the Stussy brand and live on the West Coast or love the beach will actually probably go out and purchase that bag. It's a little steep. It's $100, but if you want it, you know, be my guest, go out and cop. The material is probably very quality, so I wouldn't say it's like one that you would just get from Walmart and the zipper's gonna break after 2, you know, beach outings. But I really like the fact that they incorporated that with this collection. And then again, like I talked about with the other apparel items, the sweatshirt and the sweatpants, to me, they just weren't eye-opening. There are things that we see a lot of times with just Nike. Like, I can buy some Nike sweats for what, 55, 60 bucks, and just to throw, you know, Stussy on the embroidery of the sweats, that just didn't do it for me. But again, I think if people are very interested in the collaboration of the Nike and Stussy, maybe they'll go out and cop. But honestly, like, sweatpants and a sweatshirt, it's about to be April and it's gonna get pretty warm, and I doubt anybody in California is gonna even wear it, or anybody on the West Coast. They got great weather right now, so I'm a little salty. But I just feel like, I mean, are you gonna purchase it and then put it in your closet and wait until the next cold months to wear it? I don't know. So that was kind of interesting to me that they unveiled that. I actually would have liked if they would have incorporated some t-shirts, maybe some socks. Apparently, from what I've read, is there is supposed to be some slides coming out as well. I have not seen any pictures of that, so if you've seen the slides, let me know in the comment section below where I can find some early looks of those slides. So now that we've looked at all the items in the collection, it's time for me to basically give my opinion on whether or not we need to go for these shoes or the apparel, or we just need to leave them on the Nike sneaker app and let them sit for people who actually really want them. Because I know there's a lot of resellers out there, so people are probably still trying to grab them just so they can resell. I'm not a reseller, and I don't purchase things for resale that were on the market for resale. So, you know, thinking about the shoes, definitely, I feel like we need at least one of those shoes. Like, those are both really great shoes. I don't know in terms of comfort, but in terms of style and story, they are a win for me. So I'm going to say need them for those. In terms of the collection, I'm going to say leave all those items. I'm not really too much of a fan. The price point is a little pricey for me, and it just doesn't give me the Stussy brand. When I look on their website, there's a lot of colors, there's a lot of different, you know, branding and blues and greens, and for that to just be gray and black, there's not even anything that would go with like the fossils. So I would just say we can leave them and kind of go on with our lives. But anyway, thank you so much for viewing this video. If you like what you saw, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you are going to be copying anything from this collection, and if not, why not? Do you have any Stussy apparel or shoes or items? Let me know below. Also, make sure to check out my playlist, which again I said is the Fresh Opinion, and I will be uploading a lot more content into that playlist as I continue to talk about some of the upcoming releases in shoes and sneakers and collaborations with really dope brands. But thank you again. I have actually reached 10,000 views on my channel, so that is a really great milestone. And I guess the next milestone is 20,000. I'm on my way to 300 subscribers. So you know, if you really are digging the content and you've been here time and time and again and have not subscribed, please make sure to do that as well, as I really appreciate it. And then lastly, make sure to add me on Instagram at Kicks for Fresh. I do a lot of polls on there, and then I bring that content onto my YouTube channel. So I do want to make sure that you all are not missing out on any engagement with me on Instagram. But until next time, peace out.